The Yeckes triplets from Nevada only started attending school at the age of 8 due to their turbulent family situation. Despite absent parents and having to deal with all sorts of setbacks and adversity, the sisters stuck together and have stunned their community with what they've managed to achieve. Hello, wonderful people. I'm Scott Leffler for WonderBot. And here is, teachers realized these triplets only spoke to one another. Then they discovered their awful past. Before we begin, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more amazing videos. Cassidy, Haley, and Sierra Yeckes are an 18-year-old set of triplets who live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Being a triplet is unusual in itself, but what makes these three girls so extraordinary is the story of their lives so far. Unfortunately, they endured what can only be described as a childhood of extreme hardship and neglect. When the girls were just 3 months old, they sadly lost their mother. Following that trauma, their father went to jail and the triplets moved in with their grandmother. Cassidy told South Nevada news channel Fox 5 in June 2017 that she and her sisters missed out on schooling until they reached the age of 8. That was when their father was freed from prison and he moved the girls down from the mountain town of Pioche to Las Vegas. However, it wasn't a case of happy families once they got there. Sierra told Fox 5 how he would leave them to their own devices, to the extent that they had to learn how to cook and clean for themselves at a young age. She said, "Well, he was doing this thing, we were left to kind of take care of ourselves, and so we did." It wasn't bad enough their father also started leaving the triplets alone for long periods of time. For like weeks, months at a time, Haley explained to the Fox 5 cameras. And then at about the age of 14 or 15, the sisters were left overnight and something truly terrifying happened at 5 in the morning. Their house was shot at by persons unknown while the triplets were inside. There were 3 bullets, 3 of us. It's just like, Haley recalled. Clearly, it was time to leave their father's tender care. This time they were taken in by their other set of grandparents elsewhere in the city, but even that solution proved far from ideal. Although they let us stay with them, we were not given food as much or clothing, toiletries, and all that stuff, Sierra explained to the cameras. So in order to provide for themselves properly, the resilient triplets undertook babysitting duties and applied for part-time jobs, including at an Albertsons grocery store. Soon, all 3 of them began juggling shifts with their schoolwork. Some of the shifts finished far into the evening, sometimes as late as midnight. And without access to a car, the sisters were forced to walk home in the dark, having already walked to and from school earlier in the day. Not only were the triplets working incredibly hard, but they were also putting themselves in the way of danger. You learn what to avoid and to follow the streetlights kind of thing, and to look over your shoulder, Haley told Fox 5. Despite the difficulties the sisters experienced, they kept working hard at their jobs and their schooling and never gave up. Relying on each other for support, the 3 sisters kept looking forward. And against all odds, all 3 of them graduated from Las Vegas's Valley High School in the summer of 2017. What's more, they're all heading on to further their education too. All 3 sisters with different bright hopes and dreams for their future careers. Cassidy wants to study medicine, Sierra's looking at teaching, and Haley's considered working in social services. The inspirational triplets didn't simply gain places at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. They actually won scholarships to study there. Despite all the terrible things that had happened to them and the neglect they suffered in their lives up to that point, the sisters have since proven to the world that nothing can stop them. Cassidy, Haley, and Sierra each scored 4.0 in their final exams, landing them a spot at the top of their graduating class. Achievements that Sarah Garcia, a social worker at Valley High School, was incredibly proud of. "I think they're little miracles," she told TV's News 3 Las Vegas proudly in the summer of 2017. "They've had a million reasons not to succeed and 1,000,010 that they've been succeeding," she continued. The school's counselor, Leon Wright, agreed with Garcia. These 3 girls together are the definition of adversity rising above any challenge, any obstacle thrown their way, and still wanting to look at success, he told News 3 Las Vegas. And it wasn't just their school staff and peers the triplets impressed with their inspirational journey. News of their success reached local media outlets, and Fox 5 reporter Cassandra Jones even turned up to their high school graduation ceremony to present them all with surprises the sisters couldn't believe. After the triplets received their high school diplomas, Jones took them aside, telling them that she wanted to talk to them. Next, she handed each unsuspecting girl with a red box, which contained a $5,000 college fund contribution from Albertsons. The girls were clearly delighted, but the surprises didn't stop there. It turned out that Fox 5 had reached out to the local community as part of the Surprise Squad feature, a series of special reports dedicating to saluting those who deserve it. Not only did the triplets receive cash for college, but thanks to a Las Vegas dealership, they were also gifted a brand new Nissan car, each. The girls that had grown up with nothing found themselves all kitted out for college, thanks to the kindness of those around them. And they were truly grateful for all their donations, choosing to take to social media to thank the community that pulled together to surprise them. Hey y'all, I'm not great at Facebook commenting, but I wanted to say thanks for all the positive and support comments. I really appreciate it, wrote Cassidy on her wall in June 2017, in response to hundreds of comments wishing the sisters well. We appreciate and believe in all of you as well, added Haley. When it came to giving advice to others who might find themselves facing hard times too, Haley had some wise words. Just remember, there's more to life than the problems you face today, or the problems you face tomorrow. There's always something you can achieve, she told News 3 Las Vegas. The Yeckes triplets are nothing but inspirational to all those who might think that the world is set against them. The girls showed incredible resilience and togetherness when things were difficult, and a strong determination to succeed despite everything that happened to them. And now, having moved into their college dorms, the three sisters are about to start a new, exciting, and well-deserved chapter of their lives.